Well, welcome back to Hero Saga. I still have to, well, not do more grinding. I think I've done as much as I can at this point. The surprise call we gave the Gallian army would not last long. The rebel forces surged forward to confront Gregory IV himself and finally bring an end to the war. Is that Emperor Gregory IV? You are correct. I'd heard Megistos had prepared some entertainment for me. Your Majesty, the spirit cannon is at last complete. Please allow me to demonstrate what it's capable of. Perhaps Earls would like to know what they are about to see. Although her arms are powerful, they have a small defect in that they choose who may wield them. It is unclear what the standards for acceptance are, but we are making progress. The spirit cannon, however, has no such limitations. It can be used by anyone. The cannon roared to life and suddenly everything was bathed in light. The earth shook and a sound like thunder tore through the air. Half of the Gothic garden has disappeared. My apologies, Your Majesty. Well, that's quite alright. Your cannon is impressive. You say even I can use it? Yes, Your Majesty. My cannon is not discerning as the Vera arms, and neither wielders nor targets. Well, rebels, after seeing the might of the spirit cannon, will you still stand against us? I do not think we can stand against such power, but I wonder, surely it must recharge for a time before it may fire again. I too ask that question. The greater its power, the longer it must remain idle before a second shot can be made. It is often so with things of this nature. You fail to grasp the gravity of your situation. How many of you must I kill before you do? No, father, please stop. Silence! How dare you impersonate my daughter? Again, everything was bathed in light, and the sound of thunder tore through the air. But this time, the earth did not shake. Valerie's armor has absorbed the blast? Me? What the devil just happened? What is going on? This is our chance, Hermano, whenever you're ready. I am right behind you, Hermano. Shit. And he's behind a rock. Guess. Oh, spear, so double. Damn. And there's still more mages. Darn it. Of course, I'm gonna get devastated by this next round. It's gonna suck. But yeah, setting up incorrectly there really screwed me. I only hope she survives long enough to go slam one of the generals at least. One down. Darn it. Darn it. Shoot. All range. And he hits really freaking hard. Darn it! Megistos, this is the end for you. Ugh. All that remains is a deal with the Emperor himself. Go, Varley, speak with your father. Thank you. Father. Are you really my daughter? So Valerie knelt next to the injured Megistos to remove her helmet and show him the face of his daughter. A dagger thrown by the demon rose ricochets off of her armor, narrowly missing Megistos. What? Mondu, you're in the way, girl. I have waited too patiently to be denied now. That filth conducted gruesome experiments on Ailes, and treated him as little more than a beast. When he released us from the Emperor's service, he said he would keep Ailes for experimentation. I can never forgive you. Ailes is our friend. He is human just like us, not a beast to be experimented on. That is not altogether true. Who goes there? The atmosphere of the Imperial meeting ground had changed. A cold, damp wind blew across the field from nowhere, and everything seemed much quieter. Only then did they notice a tall, slender man standing among them. His face betrayed no emotion. His cold eyes slowly surveyed his surroundings, and then he spoke again, his voice like steel on silk. He is from Purgatory, just as we are. He must have found his way into your world as a child. Is that you, Lucian? It has been too long since we last saw you, Valerie. You're the monster who attacked my family. Attacked my family? You misunderstand. We encountered you only by chance, while we were on our way to deal with residents of Purgatory who had found their way to your world. You took flight the moment you laid eyes upon our visage, leaving Valerie and her mother behind. By then her mother was already passed. We could not leave a child to die alone and cold. We made the decision on that night to raise her as our own. Why should I believe the words of one of the lifeless? You may believe what you wish, but what you have heard is the truth. Now, Valerie. Yes? When we gave you that armor, we told you to wear it at all times. You now see why, yes? It bears powerful magics, but we'd hoped they would not be needed. I had no idea my armor contained such magics. It can nullify the energy released by the Verer arms. Now, the Verer we gave you. It seems that boy has it. So this man is Valerie's foster father. It is no mere sword. There is depth to it. Whensoever its wielder releases the warrior's spirit, some of that energy is absorbed by the sword. The energy it acquires flows across dimensions to unlock the seals. Seals? Listen, young man, have you seen the blade shine? Surely you have noticed its glow with a blue-white light. Once your battle is done... Yes? I don't recall how many times I've seen it, but... 9 times. There are 9 seals and it will shine once when each seal is broken. When all seals are sundered, then shall it be released. Mayhap you have heard of it before. A weapon that appears to herald the apocalypse. An evil blade hidden in a chest in the underworld, sealed with 9 locks. Its name is Laevatein. Worry not. It may be known as a sword that brings ruin, but that is mere myth and legend. In truth, it is no more capable of ruin than any other sword. Lucian, of what do you speak? Just listen, Valerie. When the 9 seals have been broken, Laevatein can see the wall between dimensions rent in twain. Are you... You mean to open a path between this world and Purgatory? What fool would open the door to hell? You would dare call our home hell? Purgatory is more like your world than you may think. Very well, we have waited long enough. We are one of the lifeless. We are creatures who live on after death. The heretical magics that create the Veterarms steal away our souls. With our souls gone, we lifeless become the simple undead. When a Vetter is forged, one of our people becomes a monster. We consider this an act of war by the humans of your world. We have come here as Lucian, the Immortal King, to bring you this message. You have enslaved our people that you might bring death to one another. We have come to your world that we might bring that same death to you all. With this act, war is declared. In a single smooth motion, the Immortal King drew Laevatein and swung it down. The sky turned the color of pitch, and the earth shook. With a sound like the tearing of canvas, Raleigh parted where Laevatein has been. Thus fell the capital of the Imperium Gallia, the greatest country in all of Eula-Mecca. Heroes Saga Laevatein, Chapter 2. The end. Yeah, but I lost a third of my party there. Ooh, a rank A weapon. Chapter 3. Purgatory. The rift torn through the dimensions by the Immortal King had gouged out the heart of the Gallian capital. Rumors said people had seen Rose running through rubble in pursuit of the Immortal King. Blanc and Ailes, desperate for revenge on Megistos, had also been seen near the rift, rumors said. Megistos himself had been caught in the vortex of the rift's opening. He had survived but was in critical condition. Rumors of the fall of the Imperium began to spread, and more countries stepped forward to claim their independence. The opening on the rift had brought with it a declaration of war from Purgatory. It was decided that the Purgatory war issue should be decided in secret. It was better if the general public was unaware of a possible war with the dead. We didn't know. How could we have known the Veterarms were created from the souls of the lifeless, or that the loss of their souls begets the hideous undead? The lifeless have lived beyond death, perhaps through sheer strength of spirit. It stands to reason that it is this strength that makes their souls suitable for the creation of the Veterarms. The lifeless must have been humans like us before their second life in Purgatory. 'Twas human hubris that brought about this tragedy, although we can at least claim ignorance. There's a small wonder the lifeless waited this long to go to war. The anger of the lifeless was understandable, but understanding and acceptance are two very different things. His campaign against Gallia at an end, Prince Claudio of Valentia began working on a fortress that would seal up the doorway to Purgatory and hopefully prevent any further conflict with the lifeless. Once the hole was sealed, Claudio intended to abandon the use of Veterarms. He would also send a small unit into Purgatory to notify the Immortal King of his plans. I know this plan may seem self-serving. Yes, you appear to be making an offer in good faith. But if your negotiations fall apart, you have a very large door to close in his face. Just the sort of duplicity I would expect from the leader of a rebellion. Emperor, I extend to you the offer of a ceasefire. Without a powerful leader, our continent will descend once again to meaningless infighting. Your strength and influence is still needed to suppress conflict across Eula-Mecca. What makes you think I would help you, when you have taken everything from me? The decision is yours, senor. But I remind you, Valentia has yet to announce its victory. Do you not suspect I'll betray you? I've considered many things, Emperor, and I am quite prepared to deal with your betrayal. Ha, is that so? Very well, you shall have your wish. I'll dispatch a small force. Rodolfo will command it. You have my thanks. The Imperium Gallia and the Kingdom of Valentia signed a ceasefire agreement and began work on rebuilding the imperial capital. This marked the end of what would come to be known as the Second Valorous War. Not much of a war considering how short it was. The secret expedition to Purgatory was to be led by the troops under the command of Rodolfo and Lobo. The completion of the fort that would seal off the rift was scheduled to be finished by the time of the next full moon. Sealing the hole was a priority, and the men dispatched to Purgatory were told they must be back through the hole by that date or risk being trapped in Purgatory forever! The world of living had to come first. Our quest is to find the Immortal King and convince him. An easy task with Rodolfo and Cloyo on our side. You flatter me, child, but I will be marching apart from your brother and his men. We know nothing of the land we are about to enter. It is best that we do not group our forces too tightly. Please, all of you, be careful. And please, please return safely. You take care as well, Valerie. I know caring for your father is trying, but I have no doubt he will recover soon. Thank you, Prince Lobo. My armor will keep me safe until you return safely. So please be safe. And I guess this is call that the end of this episode. I guess next time we'll be heading into Purgatory, realm of the undead. Joy. Till then, see ya.